88 Films.
We are back. Just to get that guy mad.
Sound the drunk.
Sound the thing.
That's all.
Sorry, bro. You know, it's it's a troll.
It's part of the show.
We're back. We have Lonnie, guest,
Busy back.
is back,
Back yet
DC,
again.
and myself.
How y'all doing today? How was your weekend?
What did I do this weekend? Nothing. I worked. Yesterday I cleaned my apartment. What did I do? Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Friday
calm
hooped.
weekend.
Saturday worked. And today, it was Easter this weekend, and I didn't do anything.
You, Lon? You
Weekend was good.
Yeah.
Worked, didn't work.
Drank?
Drank a little bit, gymmed.
Oh, yeah, he went
Ooh.
to the
Been in
gym
the gym.
twice with me.
Damn.
We've been gymming.
Back to
you
back?
know.
No, not back to back. He went
Oh.
Thursday, and then he went on yesterday.
We're
Oh.
2 weeks locked in the gym. I already feel a little bit.
Yeah,
buff.
He already
See the
kind of
veins
looking
popping
like
out.
what's his name? The
Looking
guy
like
from that was gonna be Kang.
Oh,
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, you're already
Yeah.
kind of looking like Jonathan Majors.
you know, that made me take my shirt
bro.
off on the pod. You know.
No, but low-key, I think we didn't go out. Well, I didn't go out because we went to the Air Max Day event. Shout out Bait.
Shout out, babe.
Yeah, it was fun.
Shout out to everybody there. It was cool. Yeah, I think we were the only people that bought the Air Maxes.
Yeah, that was
Which
kind of
was-
funny.
That was funny.
They're good though.
No,
They're
they're
comfy.
fire. Everybody likes them.
Mm-hmm.
They're nice.
But yeah, no, the event was cool. It was nice. They had the 3 colorways. I kind of want to order I probably am gonna order the red pair. The red pair is the nicest for sure.
Yeah, some dude was
besides the
wearing them.
Supreme pair.
Yeah,
A lot of
people-
at the event.
Honestly, like
Yeah.
on the purple and black pair is really nice because the purple pops a lot.
Mm-hmm. The bubble.
Yeah, and then that coconut pair I really like too.
When
Yeah.
I was at the gym, I was getting a lot of compliments on the black and purple pair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I still
Good.
trip out how like people are like, is it comfortable? And I'm like, bro, it's Nike's newest technology. Like it's supposed to be comfortable. It's like the newest thing
Yeah.
for them. But I think it's what we talked about, like kind of like Nike going back to innovating, and for us to be interested in it
Mm-hmm.
compared to like, let's get a Samba or get a retro Jordan 1.
Yeah,
Just
it's
do
nice
it
to
up.
see new things and like just a new silhouette, and it's like the perfect in between. It's not too chunky and it's not too slim either.
Yeah. I've stuck with my guns on that shoe, and it reminds me of like a 90s Air Max.
Mm-hmm.
Like something that could have released in the 90s and been cool and probably had longevity, but dropped in 2024. It's the way I saw it.
I want to see how what more colorways they're gonna have. Hopefully they don't freak them too much.
No, they are. It's like it's Air Max. You know, it's
Yeah.
like Nike's. It's their. I don't want to say it's their shoe this year, but I'm pretty sure. Just like you remember when the 2013s came out back in the day, when a new Air Max comes out almost every year, they
every
kind of
other.
like whore it out.
They go crazy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember they did the Vapor Maxes and then they did the
Yeah,
97.
the Vapor Max.
97 Vapor Max.
Vapor Maxes, the Reacts,
Yeah.
the Fly Knits, everything.
Mhm.
They always Grim Reaper it.
Yeah, but they have to in a way. But it's kind of cool. The
Yeah.
event was nice. Shout out Bait again.
13 happy dads later.
Yeah, he had like 15 happy dads. And Max got in trouble. Shout out Trophies.
He ate like 6 burgers.
He had like 6 burgers.
Got yelled at.
He got yelled at
That's
for having
funny.
6 burgers. The burgers are delicious. If you haven't gone, check out Trophies on Fairfax.
Yeah, that's the spot.
But yeah, I mean, what else is coming out this week? The book one. That one is really nice.
The Havens?
The dog ones.
But yeah.
With the
They're sweet.
pony
Corso?
hair, the like bronze pops a lot, the translucent sole, and honestly the shape. One thing I do like about it that I've noticed on the Bookers, they have like a curvy shape when you look at them from the top.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. It's
Yeah,
really
how have your pair been wearing any? Because you've been hooping in them, right?
good. They're a great
Yeah.
hoop shoe. The only thing is the whole like lockdown. I feel like you can't stop, but again, I'm not balling at a high
High
level.
level.
I'm just hanging out with my friends in reality, so it's cool. It's very comfy. The the winterized Roshi comment still sticks in my head because that's what kind of looks like in a way.
It's like a thicker joint, or like those freaking those Omar Salazar SBs from a couple
Yeah,
years
it
back.
has that. Yeah, but I think low-key Booker, I hated a lot on it, but I think he has a good first signature model.
It's coming around.
Yeah, no, especially with them like slowly starting to put out colorways that have more pop and everything. It's like
Yeah, that bronze. I was with the detailed photos that everybody dropped this weekend. I was more of a fan of it than before.
Oh yeah, they're good. Also this weekend, it's kind of trippy for Air Max Day. They dropped like those Oregon Air Maxes.
Yeah, they dropped on a Flight Club.
Yeah, they did
Every-
that one, and then they also did one through Go on Air Max Day.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah, I
was
don't know how I feel
interesting.
about like dropping a shoe via
Like a resale app and
yeah.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that interesting because it's like, I don't know. So I feel like sometimes Nike still frowns upon that, but then they do that drop there. Like I know the funds went to like a charity or something like
yeah.
that, which is cool, but it is interesting to see like them working with them through that.
Yeah, it's like just go all in all the way because they do frown upon resellers.
Yeah.
Like I always hear like, oh, like
Someone's getting in trouble.
not getting in trouble, but like some people are like, oh, we really can't mess with you guys or be seen at your store because you guys are a resale shop.
Oh, wow.
But it's just like you drop it at Flight Club, which is
Yeah.
like it's there, bro. Like Sean, I feel like was the first barrier for the resale world.
game
Like
kicked
I'm
the
pretty
rug
sure there
down.
was some before, but like that was like the most to the public one.
Facts because of the Air Max and everything, and then like what transpired from there. Because now, I mean, he's killing it with all the different collabs that he's gotten. Bet that the Air Max started that.
Yeah,
that was
like
nutty.
that was the first like mainstream like super like where people notice like, oh, they're working with a resale store.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It was crazy. The ones that they did through Flight Club are going for crazy bread too.
They're like 3 bands.
Yeah, which
Wasn't
is
it
nuts.
Like a limited
They're
amount?
numbered. They're like out of 225. I don't know how
Yeah.
limited the goat ones are, but they both look like bespokes. Like
Yeah, it looks
they
like
used to
something they
do.
made in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the shape looks thicker,
Mhm.
looks more bulkier.
Super premium quality.
Yeah, it looks like a custom in a way.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
good though.
I'm not a big fan of Air Max ones though.
Same.
So. But they look nice. They look cool. The box is nice.
They're good to look at.
The
I don't
ducks,
know about
yeah.
throwing them on.
I don't know if it's something that if somebody brought in, I might maybe we'd invest in 1 or 2 just to have, but like
Yeah.
as in like to buy a ton. I don't see people like running in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I need because all the resellers that posted them, they still have them. Like
Oh,
Oh,
word?
really?
They haven't
yeah,
sold
like
those,
I saw a guy. You know how they cross them out? He only has one crossed out, and I was just like, so I guess they're not. Or you're asking too much, or they're not moving. You know?
Yeah, because I think the fact that they're so limited and like just keeping it a buck, a lot of resellers got them. They're trying to corner the market,
Yeah.
but at the same time, there got to be a demand for that
Yeah.
market to be met.
Yeah, the homie that got one, I told him like, "Yo, sell it now." Well, he said he was gonna keep it, but
Yeah.
I told him like, "You have to sell it this weekend."
Yeah, if you
Like-
want to make your bread for sure.
Yeah, like don't hold on to the shoe. Sell it this weekend
Yeah,
because
'cause we
later
did-
on, like the interest will be gone.
we saw it with the when they did the Oregon dunks.
Yeah, they were
'Cause
up high.
They were
and then-
super high when they first dropped, and now they're like sitting damn near fucking 200.
yeah,
more or
250,
less.
300 tops.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing with hype. You have to like sell it right away
Yeah.
because then it'll
Nowadays,
come
yeah.
down. Nobody really cares.
No facts. I mean, also last week we got the Margiela stuff.
Yeah, the Margiela stuff was really good.
Yeah.
The pajamas, the pants, the shirt.
The week.
I heard
Huh?
Hudson bought the wig.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The wig supposedly there was only 10 in the world.
Really?
That's what I was told.
I heard one store only got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, some I think they
It
each
looking
got
makes
one.
sense. Each store got one.
Got
yeah.
one.
You
Yeah,
can drop
but
one online.
supposedly there's only 10. Supposedly,
Oh.
I don't know.
You think it comes with the mannequin or is it just the wig and
It's
a
just
bag?
a wig and a bag.
Oh, okay.
It's
But
more
for
of a guard
1200?
piece. Even the fucking wallet is actual receipts.
That's nuts.
It's actual. They're real receipts.
Yeah, it's real receipts. Like somebody thought it was printed leather, but no, it's like receipts.
Oh fuck.
And I'm not gonna lie,
It's
whoever paid like $800 on like StockX for it,
gonna be sick.
because people DM'd me when I posted it, and they're like, "Hey, what's the material?" And I literally said actual receipts, and they're like, "No fucking way!" Like some people that didn't see it in person yet that
It
Thursday,
looks exactly like it's a printed.
you know,
that's nutty.
it's like multiple receipts on top of each other.
Jeez.
But it's cool. It's cool to look at, but I don't know how it would like wear. You know?
Hair.
Yeah, because if you put it in your pocket, what if you try to pull out your wallet too fast? You
Yeah,
rip,
rip
you
Yeah,
rip
rip
it.
the whole thing. But yeah, no, that's like it's very Margiela, the whole collection, like the whole fading and
The
stuff.
painted stuff and everything.
Yeah, so that was cool. But I mean, again, it's gonna come and go. I would say for most people.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nice and it's probably one of the like most stick out pieces, but it's a trip to see how much the zip up is going for because it's going for more than all the box logo shit.
Yeah, it's like 500-600, but it's nice. I mean, look at
Yeah.
the liner has the skulls inside of it.
Yeah.
It has like a nice print to it. Yeah.
Even the tee. The
Yeah.
tee's going for the crazy flame tee.
Oh yeah, the flame tee is
It
going
was
for like
like-
250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I offered somebody 180 to 200 when they were going for 200, and they were like, no. And I was like, all right. But I saw on OfferUp everybody's asking for 250. So
Mm.
Yeah. No, I mean I get it too, where it's like it was limited, and then again, like there's not so many items that everybody can make a quick buck on right now. So
It had a lot of like
yeah,
older Supreme guys, like the camp out guys, back out
yeah.
to get it.
No, yeah.
So that was cool.
I seen a picture in China.
Yeah, they
going
did first come
crazy.
first serve over there.
Oh shit.
It looked nuts. I mean, there's a lot of people out there, but
Yeah. Nah, the lines used to get crazy. So I
Yeah,
can't even
I
imagine
remember
how
the
they
good
are.
old camp out days here. I never really did them because I stopped going to Supreme actually going to line up for stuff like in 2012. I think 2012 was when I stopped kind of like going. Then I would just kind of like either pay resale or
it just
like
comes to you.
yeah,
at
it
that
just
point.
come yeah. It's like when we started Riff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about now. Like, thankfully, we have access to it, to where even throughout the weekend, like a little bit of everything came in from the drop, like the box logos, the fucking button ups, all that stuff. But
I like
It's
the black
cool.
box logo a lot.
yeah, no, it looks
Seeing
really
it in
nice.
person, it looked way better than the images.
We have the hoodie right there. Somebody's supposed to pick it up tomorrow. Like that shit's super nice, and it just feels good too. Like it has a good
The
feel to it.
material, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, what else is coming out? I seen a lot of like colleges started getting the Kobe's. Yeah, next week when this drops, they
Yeah.
come out.
Yeah, I'm
I need
excited
all
for
three,
those.
but I don't need all three. But I do need all three.
Nah, if I had to pick one, I think I'm still sticking with the Phillies.
What is it? The Phillies?
The Phillies, the Italian camels, and then
Mhm.
you have the
Venice
the
Beach.
Venice Beach. Yeah,
I'll do Italian. I think Italian Phillies, then
the Venice.
Venice.
I say I've always wanted that shoe, even when I was in high school.
The
that was
Venice
the one
Beach?
Kobe I never got. That one,
Yeah.
it really, 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 really bad.
The one that I really want to drop, but again they skipped over it, is the Cheeto Grinch. The
I'm
Christmas
surprised
one?
they haven't
Those are
retroed
fire.
any
They skipped the
sevens yet.
sevens, yeah.
like
Maybe next year, but who knows? They're doing nines already. I saw
Word?
for Christmas they're releasing the Christmas line again this
oh
year.
really?
shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder why they skipped the 7 then, because we've been getting 8s and we've
Yeah.
been getting 4s and 6s.
And then here, when people bring in sevens, they always sell.
yeah,
Yeah, like Galaxies, any stuff like that sells.
I need a Galaxy.
no, yeah, they gotta retro more of those, because even it'd be cool if they do like the preludes again or something, like a pack like that.
Hey,
where
you
they
seen Caruso's Fade to Black pack
He
that
split
busted
them.
open? Yeah, so those are already kind of going out already too.
Yeah,
But it's cool. I mean, I think it's good that all these Kobe's are coming out, especially right now with these random ones,
Mhm.
because again, they're gonna become sought after later on.
No, most definitely. And then the fact that people are able to use them and actually play in them is cool. Like even those 8s that came out, like the emeralds and the core purples,
Mhm.
they're really well priced right now. So if you want to hoop in them,
Yeah,
it's a good
They're
shoe to
attainable.
grab. Yeah,
yeah, they're like 250, 300 tops for the bigger sizes.
yeah. So it's good.
The fucking what was I gonna say, but also like it was funny because I was just talking about it with a customer about the market,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like the good shoes are actually going up, and then like
Yeah.
the whatever stuff is staying at whatever pricing. But I mean that's how it works. Like for example, Pine Green SBs can't keep them; they go up. Jarritos, I thought I overpriced it a bit, like 25 more than it would have should have, and it sold on the weekend just because you never see it.
Yeah, that's okay. One of the ones from last year we get in the lease.
Yeah, so it's like
less and less.
it's good because it's showing that shoes are obviously still in demand,
No,
which
most
they always will
definitely.
be. It just again depends if you're being very very fair.
Mm.
Yeah, and I feel like even to start the year, we haven't gotten like super crazy drops yet. Like it's still the Bread 4 has been the best one.
Yeah, we haven't gotten like a crazy one. I think the next big shoe that's coming out that's kind of expensive right now because it hasn't came out is they announced that the sale Jumpman Jack is actually coming out in April.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like they showed the whole lineup of Jordans for April,
Oh shit.
and that's probably the best one.
You gonna cop?
I mean, if it's attainable, yeah. But it just again, I want to see what that shoe does in the real market
Yeah.
because right now it's all like the online pairs.
Like 1,700,
Yeah.
right, or something like that.
So let's see if they're gonna be super limited or not, because that would kind of will tell us where that shoe is. And he performed in that Mocha one that looks really nice
Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah, that one looks really cool.
Oh,
Is
shit.
it which one's dropping? Is it the white, the
The-
red
the-
swoosh or the white swoosh?
No, the regular, the
Oh, the
one that
regular.
he dropped on the Grammys or
Mm.
whatever. Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
one's
The one
supposed
that
to
we
come out
had.
in this month. Well, April. Yeah, this month.
That's good.
Damn, it's
yeah.
already April.
Yeah,
Definitely curious to see how what it ends up evening out to.
I'm gonna say 500, and that's like on a good night. Like that's a good shoe at
Yeah.
500. But if it goes lower, then fucking market tanked.
Nah, for sure. He just did that whole collection too, the Cactus Jack college collection.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
seen that too.
Did
Yeah.
they preview it yet or
Yeah, it's just like a apparel. Like he
Oh.
just did different college stuff with different college
Different
schools.
teams.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
it's
saw he
cool.
pulled up to the Iowa game.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
that's dope. And it's like he's tapped into like the youth and everything. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be
Working.
cool for fucking the
He's had a
schools and
long
everything.
run.
Bro, I mean, people love Travis. He always does cool shit. That's one thing you got to give him. Like, he's consistent with drops and like even just pushing his own merch. He never does stuff that's just like super like boring or just simple. He always does a lot of different shit.
He freaks all his shit, but in a good way.
Yeah. Because it's all still like wearable.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever been like a big fan of his merch, but obviously it's like more for
Yeah.
like the youth.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but his shoes I'm a big fan of. They're supposed to, one of those new Jordan 1's supposed to come out.
Which one?
The fucking
The
canaries.
yellow
Oh,
ones.
the
yeah,
I've seen a
canaries?
couple people
that already have them. Yeah,
I thought they're supposed to come
Yeah.
out like early summer, like May, June or something. And then there's a medium olives, and then the other olives.
yeah. There's like so many fucking
lows coming out.
pairs coming out. Supposedly when that last golf one was his.
His last one, I didn't like that one.
Nah, nobody did. If you don't, I mean, it's for golfing.
Yeah. I actually never seen nobody wear it in store, which I was surprised. I thought I was going to see at least a couple
Yeah,
people were like,
which is,
rug
I
it.
mean, I think it's cool that we didn't really see that many people wear them.
Nah, I thought someone was going to try to freak it because at the end of the day, it's still a Trevor shoe and people fuck with them.
Someone's gonna throw it on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure somebody has, but I'm
Just not
I'm
To
bust a
low-key
fit or get
happy
a
that
fit
I
off? I
haven't
don't think
seen.
so.
No, yeah, because they're still. It's not like the crazy cleat ones that like you
Yeah.
can't wear at all.
They're
Like
just,
they
like,
just have a
padded.
No, it
splash.
has like a little thing, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, it's just like a freaking like a winterized version of the fucking one, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's not too much stuff coming out that I know of. So
Besides like militaries.
Oh, yeah, the
next month. They keep
militaries,
getting
the
pushed back but
industrial blues, they got pushed back again
Word.
to the 25th.
of May.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
they're trying to drop them like around Memorial Day. So
Uh-huh.
I guess that'll be like a spike, but
The weekend shoe for that memorial.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I think it looks like a pine green forest, literally.
I need those.
This blue. Yeah, I'll probably get a pair of those. I will.
Yeah,
Not even-
those futuras whenever they drop.
Futuros are good.
Oh,
They
I seen
just-
they showed that blue toe one. I don't know,
Yeah,
have you
they
seen
look
it?
crazy with the suede
What
toe.
is that? Like just
A
like a
blue
pea?
I
Or
thought
like,
it was just like a sample of
Wait.
them, but it just pops like crazy, like more than like.
I
the
like
white
the
canvas.
original more.
Yeah, it's more
But
wearable.
the PE or sample or whatever is just cool. It was nice.
Yeah, it looked nuts. They just previewed this one colorway. It's like supposed to be like a snail. I don't know if you saw it. It's like white and green. I'll show y'all real quick. But like the swoosh is supposed to be like the platter. These.
An SB.
Oh, what the?
I'll pass.
It looks like a like Kermit colorway.
Nasty.
Yeah, it's
Reminds me
kind
of
of
a duck.
freaky.
Is it like a silver swoosh?
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like the plate that they get served on.
That's hard. I like the back, but
Yeah.
the shoe I wouldn't
So
wear.
it's like a escargot SB.
Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah, it's a little freaky. I mean, I wouldn't eat snails, but
That's
taste his
nice.
own.
But yeah, what's your next pickup, Lonnie?
Right now, I want Frag Lows again.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully Hudson sells me his pair.
You will.
He will.
I need him to. Besides, I just picked up Off-White 5s the other day.
Yeah.
The Muslims.
The Muslims?
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Muslim. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, bro,
Shout out
what's up
Ali.
with you, bro?
I thought he said Muslim.
That's what he said.
that's
No,
what
he
it's
said
you're just-
Muslim.
it's
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Muslims. That's
No,
what they're called.
That's
I
what
know,
they're
but
called.
he said Muslim.
No, he said Muslim.
It's okay, bro.
Run it back on the tape. Anyways, shout out Ali.
It's Ramadan, bro.
It's almost over.
Yeah.
Besides military blues and Trevor's, I actually want a pair of. I don't know why I want it again. The Travis 6s. I don't know why.
You're gross.
That's
It's not a
random.
bad shoe.
It's not, but you don't need those.
I
They're also
don't.
super
I don't know why I just
uncomfortable.
want
They're
them.
just uncomfortable.
They're stiffy.
What about you guys? What's
Nothing.
next?
I honestly nothing besides industrial blues.
Yeah, same. I can't think of nothing else besides those, like the Futuras. Yeah, everything else is just kind of random. If it pops up,
Yeah,
looks
if it
cool.
comes in, I'll be like, maybe. If not, I don't know.
Everything's
Yeah.
coming out later down the line.
Yeah.
I feel like last year, like there was just more.
Yeah, there
It was a
was
stronger start for sure.
yeah.
Last year was a stronger start.
Because I feel like this year's literally the only one we've gotten for real is the,
Brett Ford.
Red Force.
and then the Supreme DNs. But even those, they weren't like an easy
Attainable,
item
yeah.
to get. Yeah,
Oh, actually, I'm thinking about getting those Shadow Lows. Oh,
They're
no,
nice.
yeah.
That's an easy pickup though.
Yeah, $100.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I'm debating.
Yeah.
I have to
You'll
see
get
them.
it. You'll get it.
Think so?
Yeah, easy.
But yeah, we'll take a little break, then we'll get back to it.
Busy back.
All right, we're back.
Busy back.
Second half, we have our good friend Edwin here. He tunes into most of our podcasts, all of them. I'm kidding. And then he's a good client of ours here at Syndicate, and we asked him, hey, you want to come and ask us some questions? So we're gonna do a little Q&A. So the voice in the background that you hear will be Edwin's voice. Just letting you guys know. And same thing, if you guys have any questions, remember, ask them. Or, you never know. We might pick one of you guys out to come on and do a Q&A with us. But today is Edwin. Whenever you're ready.
Ready.
All right.
So starting off, I read through the comments, and everyone always wants you guys to do fit checks.
Fit check?
Don't need to stand up. Just
Just break it down real
break
quick.
it down real quick.
All right, easy.
You go first.
Sure. I'll go from top to bottom. I got the opening day hat on, fitted. Then I got on a little Supreme zip up.
The Sean Wotherspoon special.
Facts, my goat. Then I got on this vintage tee. Then I got on my Jizzy Drown New Balances and these Leahy New Balances. Or Drown Levi, sorry. And then Leahy New Balances. Calm little fit. It's nice out today. How about you?
I'm wearing Gallery A6. Margiela Supreme pants. Bjork vintage tee that everybody's been hounding me for. And the Establishment camel hat.
Cool.
Sick.
A lot of people tune in just for the fits, so
Okay, so so
gotta
you're
be
saying
on
bring
it.
it back.
yeah, bring it back.
All right, I'll be on it.
I'm going to jump into the business side a little bit. So I hear you guys say that with the economy being slower, that it's not a good thing. But when I think about your business, does it really matter if the economy is good or bad if people are still coming in and buying? Because it's just a margin thing, like whether you sell it for a higher or lower. You have any thoughts on that?
I think it's a mix because at the end of the day, we're like a quick fix for a lot of people. So where we're like, oh, if you're buying a shoe, whether it's $50 or however the fuck much it is, like it's a easy satisfaction for somebody even in this economy to where like they may not be spending as much money and they're being more selective with the items that they're purchasing, but it's still like thankfully we have a solid selection to where people come in here and you're gonna find something you want, whether it be your size or not.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it does matter, obviously, because I've seen it when like the economy is quote unquote good. Like not here, but like in previous jobs when the economy booms up, you see like people just buying things that they don't even need. Right now, people are just being more selective, but also on the back end, I feel like we're being more selective too. So like we literally just talked about this weekend, how we like know what people want to buy in a way. So we're like, hey, like I know if I buy these 350s, Yeezys, which to some people Yeezys are dead, but we know we have a buyer for that. Like we know like this guy's gonna buy every Yeezy we get, and he does.
Yep.
So, and then sometimes like even with like, for example, a size 5 sneaker, we're like, oh, we know this girl that has been looking for this shoe, et cetera, et cetera. So it's pretty much studying our clientele and being like, what do they want? And can we get it to as good of a deal that the customer's still going to buy it?
Yeah.
So I think it's just paying attention to what's actually going on in the store instead of being like, for example, the guy that comes in with a shoe that for some reason on StockX is going for way too much money. But we know we can't sell that shoe. And that guy's probably going to end up getting mad at us because we don't want it because in his head, he thought he had gold, which he might for somebody else. But for us, we can't do nothing with that shoe. And we know that, so we just pass on that shoe. That guy probably leaves a little mad because he had $1,000 shoe on StockX, but that's why the button's there, because we know we can't sell that shoe. So it's just, again, studying the clientele.
All right. So I think this goes back to on the Thursday videos, you guys do some buying. And I've noticed recently that there's more credit than sells.
Yeah.
How do you come up with that decision? Because I think you were talking about that a little earlier, but like, can you give a little bit more insight to the customers on how you do that? Both people that bring in to sell and people to buy?
So for us, it's just, again, it depends if we know, because we know some people are going to do credit for credit. So like, let's say a shoe comes in and we're like, fuck, I know somebody's going to buy this with credit. So again, it's just studying the way people move, at least in here. And that goes for in here because, for example, when we used to work at Round 2, we knew it was a different game. But in every location, it was a different style of buying. Yeah. But here, like, let's say some guy comes in with rare SBs, he's going to get cashed out. And then I saw a video, too, of the Cool Kicks guys, they passed on a very good SB, and they're like, go to Syndicate, they can move this type of stuff. So that's him paying attention, knowing I can't move this, but another store can move it. So we kind of know what, like, for example, you bring a ton of these, we know people are buying them, but most people are trading up for this. So I'm only going to offer credit because I know most people are like, oh, I want this here, the Dragon, blah, blah, blah. So it's just, again, paying attention to how people are buying stuff too.
Yeah, that, and then a mix of like also us not seeing certain things as often. So if it's something that we don't see as often, like he said, for like good SBs, and we know we have people that are looking for stuff like that, we'll buy it. And then sometimes it also depends on the size, because there'll be certain, like, it's just like every day or every week, honestly, you come in here and it could be a completely different store based on what we sell the previous week. So we also have to pay attention to like certain sizes that we need at a certain time, to where we might need GS, or like right now too, we need like 11 and up because it's not coming in as often. So that also like plays a fact in what we're like more prone to offer cash on.
Yeah, some guy came in on Friday. He had a ton of 11 and a half. And it was just general stuff. It wasn't nothing amazing, but I know we need that in store, so I paid cash for it.
Yeah.
So it's just like paying attention to what you're low on and stuff like that, because if we need it, we're going to buy it. For example, the Air Maxes that just came out. We haven't gotten a pair, but I'm pretty sure the first person to come in here that wants a fair rate, we might just buy it just to make the post and just to put it in the case.
Yeah.
But,
no, it's good. It's good. It's good to hear that, because I think somebody like me who's pretty new or gotten back into sneakers, it's hard to tell, right? You look at StockX, you see a number and that's it. You did talk about Cool Kicks, and I wanted to say props to DC for standing ground against you know what he was willing to give and what he wasn't. I guess the question I have is, he wanted heat for the most part, right? And he has a new store, and so people are probably coming in paying money for that. How do you think about it? Because that's probably what people want here too. Heat versus GRs. And so, you know, if he's willing to pay your price on everything, would you have sold him everything? Or like, how do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's also like, I'm always thinking about turnaround and not getting too attached to anything. Like, at the end of the day, our customer is still our priority. But if I know that like he's taking certain things and like it's something that I'm gonna see again, or even just like we might have had it for a bit, or like I'm more prone to being like, all right, cool, like let's get it off and just recycle it. Because basically everything that he took that day, we recycled that throughout the whole weekend, and that was our spending for.
Yeah, you cashed out pretty heavy the next few days. At least the net picks look pretty heavy.
And I think it was a win-win on both ends, just for the fact that he got product for his new store. And, you know, they have a giant following. He posted the video immediately. We got, like, people coming in or hitting us up just based on that as well. So I think it worked out on both ends, to where it was just like, oh, okay, like, you got what you needed, and we got some exposure, and we got off some product that made it so we could buy more stuff for this past weekend as well. You know what I mean? So I think that's another thing where it's like, sometimes people think, oh, well, he's making money on me. Well, like, who cares? Like, everybody's making somebody happy, and that's important too, you know?
Yeah, that was like the perfect thing of like, he has his own market compared to us, because we have our own market, so it goes back and forth. And again, like, we gain like 500-600 followers, which for somebody might be like, oh, it's not a lot. It's a shit ton of people. It's 500 new people. And one thing that I've noticed on our DMs is like, these people that are now new followers and we're responding to their DMs, they're surprised because a lot of stores don't respond to DMs. So it was a win-win. And again, if he's taking these shoes that we sell at 2,000 and putting them at 2,800, that's not my problem, you know?
One of the things that I appreciate, but it took me a while to appreciate, was it's a night pick. You got to line up if you want it. And Briss, you always talk about making your mom go to the back of the line at 12. As a loyal customer, I say let mom have dibs. But my question to DC is, would he make his mom go to the back of the line at 12 o'clock too?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just like, I think if you've been around or you've seen us, you know that we're fair, and we're fair to everybody. We don't like hold privilege to nobody, and we even like to ourselves. Like, we believe in just being super fair about everything, and that like feel like if we weren't like that, it kind of defeats the purpose of like us doing the night pick and us doing certain things where it's just like, oh, it's free game all the time. Like, but people appreciate us giving them a chance to pull up and Because what if they've been looking for that item, but oh, my homie hit me, sorry, I can't do nothing for you.
Yeah.
Well, he put in the work, bro. Like, it's fair, you know what I mean?
Because even the out-of-state client now
Yeah.
on our DMs, they know, oh, it'll be up at 1
Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
So they get it too. They're like, oh, LA's chance is noon, and the rest of the country or the world is 1 p.m. And they get it. They'll literally be like, hey, let me know at 1 if they're still available.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know we've talked a lot about buying, but I want to get into a little bit more specific. So I remember bugging you two about like how close are you guys when you buy the same shoe? And you guys said you tested it out and it's pretty close. But have either of you like come back after a day off and go, DC, what the fuck did you buy this for? Or Briss, why did you buy this? Or are you guys always kind of aligned in terms of the product you buy?
Honestly, even back to like round 2, unless it's like a scrub buyer, I never really cared. Like at the end of the day, I don't pay attention to the Instagram, to our own, till the end of the day, till 7. Then I'll look at it and I'll be like, all right, cool. Like whatever's. But again, like if something is bad, I'll just reprice it.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Or you give it a shot. But the only people that I say I would like kind of like scold for it is like a new buyer where like they completely make a mistake and I'm just like, all right, bro, what's good with you?
Okay.
But I don't really pay attention to like his buying because I'm like, it'll be fine unless it's fake, you know. But that doesn't even happen that much for either of us, or we catch it. I'm telling you, the whole like 5-step process of us to putting out it from buying it to processing it to wrapping. I've bought fakes before where I catch it as soon as I buy it, and I'm not gonna chase that customer. The customer might just be walking out, but I'm just like, all right, fuck it. Like, I already gave him the bread. You know, why am I gonna be like, hey, bro? But there's been times where he'll still be here, and I'll just be like, hey, bro, this is not good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think also the thing like with working like back to back and paying attention to what we sell. I think we kind of both have a general idea. Okay, well, this is what we price this for. This is what we price that for. Or even if it's something we don't get in as often, like we're down to try it out if it's something we think is cool. Because at the end of the day, like there's no like real buying criteria where we're only gonna buy this, we're only gonna buy that. If it's something we think is cool or something somebody else might like, we're gonna give it a shot if it like fits or like we could buy it. You know what I mean?
So
think
I
that's the
watch a
thing.
lot of YouTube videos and I see a lot of, I'm gonna put in air quotes, competition, and a lot of them will go to like sneaker, places, or like a sneaker
The convention.
got soul convention, and they'll buy a lot of heat back for their store. And when you guys post a Travie, it's like gone the next day. You know that, right? Or an SB4, we
Yeah.
talked about it. Why don't you guys go out and try to do the same thing? Are you pretty happy with the shoes that come in, or like why aren't you trying to go get more if you know people will buy them up?
I think for us, like it sounds corny to say, but like every day is a convention here. Like people are coming in, and we're very blessed that to have our, like, I would say core of people that we see on the daily, and then also the new customer. But every day people come in here and they know they're gonna get cashed out. And the same thing, it kind of goes back and forth to like that person that, that person could wait for a convention to come in, but he needs the money that day, or she needs that money that day.
Right.
So they come in here and they're like, all right, they're going to give it to me. And as crazy as it is, we're probably going to pay a little bit more fair for that single item. And there's people that know that they break down their collections, which is a good thing for us and for them. Because for us, we take a less of a hit right away. And for them, they're getting more premium money than if they bring in most of their collection at once. Right. And I always told people that, like, hey, go sell this on your own. You're going to get more. And they'll be like, what? And then it happened to me with that Off-White 4 because he made a joke on Instagram saying like, hey, like you passed on mine, but you took this one that's more beat up. And I'm like, yeah, but this one I paid $300 for it. And I only put it at $400. Your pair was worn once. And I don't feel like paying $800 for the shoe, and it's not going to sell at $1,000. And I know it's not going to sell, but that's me paying attention to our previous sales. Whatever. So he did his due diligence. He literally DM'd me a couple weeks later and said like, hey, I sold it for a band. Great. You did good. So it's just paying attention to that, and also knowing that it's crazy to say, but we get at least 50 to 80 shoes a day. And that's the ones that we're actually taking. Imagine all the ones that we're passing on that we just can't take at the moment.
Yeah, I think that plays a big part in it too, to where like thankfully we have a consistent flow of product coming in just as it goes out. So we thankfully haven't had the issue of like being low on product to where we have to like outsource, where some stores have to do that where they're just not buying because they're not getting in the right product in store. But thankfully, I think it also has a part with the fact that we buy a little bit of everything. So it makes people feel more comfortable like, hey, they took this, so they'll probably take my stuff, or they tried this, maybe they'll try my stuff, to where people are down more open to like bring it to us just for the fact that they see that we're also more open to taking like a different selection or variety of items.
I think you said it too, that like you'll get a really rare shoe and then people will see it and then they'll bring their same shoe in, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, because they see that people are buying it, because some stores don't take it, believe it or not, because they have like that generic clientele that only wants dunks and foam runners and vice versa. But I think another thing is that people realize that we're down to trade. And I think a lot of stores, they'll literally text us or DM us and be like, hey, are you taking trades on this? And I'm like, of course, we take trades on everything. But I know some stores will literally be like, hey, we're only doing cash for this. And to me, that's a little bit one-sided. But for example, the biggest difference is, I always tell people is, let's say Nike has the Devin Bookers for 130 or whatever, but we have them for 150. And you could be like, hey, they still have them at Nike. But I'll be like, hey, you're allowed to trade here. You don't have to pay those $130 plus tax. Here, you could come in and put in something $100 and you pay $50 for the Booker. Yeah. So I think that's the biggest difference between us and like a store that's taking, we don't take trades.
Yeah. All right. Last question on buying. We all know that you're training Max to be a buyer, but when are we going to see Matt and Willie on the counter?
It's just hard, honestly. It's hard to get new people in at buying just because it's a flow. Like, and there's so many other things that all these people have to learn first before you actually become a buyer. Because it's like, trust me, I'd be standing there and be looking around and I'll just be like, hey, got to get better at this, got to do that. And I think that's part of the experience here. Is it's like you come in for two people to buy your stuff, you know? Yeah. It's like, for example, we've done our thing where like when we used to work at Round 2, people would only come in to sell to Sean. Mm-hmm. And we had to, again, like you had to understand that's why people come in here. And same thing, I told Sean that too all the time, because when we all left to New York and it was literally the last person standing was Sean, and he's just like, why the fuck is the store so slow? Why are people bringing in stuff? Blah, blah, blah. And then they brought me over and I was just like, you know what it is, bro? It's because you're not here. That's all it is. I was like, do me the favor, come in on a Saturday, post on your story, buying all day. I was just like, I'll do your buying. Just people want to take a picture with you. People want to meet you. Yeah. So it's just like, again, I studied that for like a week and I figured out that it was because Sean wasn't in the store.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's part of the experience. And also, like, it's crazy, but, like, being a buyer is its own profession in the sense of, like, you got to have a feel for it or kind of know, like, we also, besides paying attention to what sells, we know what we're pricing shit at. So we kind of already have a general idea, all right, if I'm pricing at this, I'm going to pay this, vice versa. And not everybody pays attention to that. Yeah. Or, like, oh, if I need this more right now, I'm down to pay a little bit more because I'm lacking in this side or whatever the case may be. And yes, not everybody has that feel for it too.
Yeah. Or that lack of awareness. Because there'll be times where like I'm off on Wednesdays and I know what sold or what didn't sell on Wednesday more than the next person. Because I'll come in on Thursday and be like, hey, did this sell? And they'll be like, I don't know. And I'll be like, in my head, it's me testing you. Yeah. And I'm like, I know it. So obviously I get all the notifications of what's coming in and out of the store. So, but again, like everybody has access to that. So like, for example, one of the biggest things right now with the site that gets me mad, irked off, like very irked off, is when like Willie or Angel would be like, oh, let me go check downstairs if we have it. And I'm like, bro, just check your phone. I was like, just literally check your phone. Why are you going to waste time? Walk downstairs, hit your little pen, come up. It's just like literally all you have access to. Even the clientele has access to everything that's in store on their phone. Like that's the power of an iPhone right now.
No, I appreciate it. I don't want to see Willie or Matt buying. I was just
but it's just like to me that's like the biggest irk on like a new employee. It's just like you have access to it on your phone. Yeah. Now you're just wasting time going up, chilling for like 5 minutes downstairs. You seen those TikToks of the guys when they're like, I'm gonna go check, and they do a dance and they come up and they're like, no. That's essentially what's really happening when you have access to it on your phone.
Yeah. All right, we'll switch it up. I want to talk about personal stuff. This question's not going to work because I think, Briss, you just might have just gotten a haircut, but it was like, what's going on with the hair growth for both of you?
I just be bored sometimes, let it grow out.
To me, it was just kind of like, fuck it, I'll grow it out till I get bored. And I instant regret right away. That's
When you cut it?
When I cut it, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's all it is.
Briss, you talk about throwing away your shoe boxes. Where do you keep your shoes if you throw your boxes away?
Everywhere. My house is a mess. Lonnie's been to my crib a couple of times. There's shoes everywhere. But I take them off when I get inside the house right now, so yeah.
DC, you keep them in the original boxes?
I get them however I get them, yeah. If I get it in a shoe box, I'll keep it in that box. Or if I don't get it, I have a shoe rack. So
All right.
either or.
So we talked about this a little earlier before recording, but Briss talks about wanting new, fresher pairs like white cement 3s, but you have vids of you crushing your Dior's. What's the deal with that? I know you already answered for me, but maybe answer for the audience.
There's certain shoes that I think look better worn, and then there's certain shoes that you just want fresh. Like, for example, one of my favorite 3s that a lot of people don't know is a UNC 3. I think that shoe is perfect. It's so nice. But that shoe would not look good worn. And I've seen worn shoes, and I'm just like, disgusting. But a white cement 3, like there's something about like a cocaine white cement 3, completely like fresh on foot. But then you see them worn, because I've seen the worn pairs, and I'm just like, no. It's almost, there's certain Jordans that I treat like how like people treat their white Air Forces. Like it has to be 1 or 2 wears, sell, get a new one. And I'm blessed to be in that situation where I can actually do that. But I know, like, for example, my Gratitudes, I still have them, but I'm very careful how I wear those because of that crease that's gonna come and it's gonna bug me. So I don't wear it as much compared to for example, my Dior's or the Olive Travis's or something like that. That it's a Jordan 1 that it's gonna look very nice, beat up.
Yeah, Union ones.
Yeah, my Union 1, honestly, it's pretty well taken care of, and I've had it since the day it dropped. My Fragments, same thing. I actually got annoyed of my Fragments of how they looked a little bit more worn. And I've destroyed multiple pairs of those, but for some reason this time I got an ick to it where I was just like, I gotta sell this and get a new pair.
Yeah. DC, you want to talk about your Fragments? Because I remember asking you on, what is that? That day that everyone sells shit cheap or cheaper?
What
The day after Thanksgiving.
Black Friday.
And I was like,
Yeah.
why did you get rid of your Fragments? You want to let the audience know?
Well, that one, I feel like I had my time with it. Like, that was the first pair that, the only pair of those specifically that I've, like, worn, like, as much as I did. So sometimes it's just like, all right, well, on to the next. I got a brand new pair that I haven't busted out yet, but
that's it. The new pair.
That's all it is. Like, and those I'll probably just bust it out whenever I feel like, oh shit, I want to start wearing these a lot.
DC, I asked you about like sneakers, and you talk about having a certain number and like, how do you think about? But you rock in new stuff all the time. So new stuff, you get it, you're done with it, you sell them.
Oh, which keep and which
how do you figure that out? Like what to keep, what not to keep?
It's a mix of things. Sometimes it's just how they fit, or even like what Chris was talking about, how like even just wearing certain things once or twice, and just be like, all right, I'm over it. But there's other stuff that's like, oh, okay, well, there's a nostalgia thing, and I know if I get rid of this, I'm not gonna have access to it again. Like things, so it's like a little bit of everything to where. The new stuff, it comes and goes, you know what I mean? It's new, like, and most of the stuff now, it's not like before where it's like, it's not as limited. There's like so many drops to a lot of things, or they make a higher quantity. So I feel like, oh, I could get rid of it. And if I really want it down the line again, I could just bust it out again. But it kind of goes back to the same thing where not everything wears in well also, to where you're going to get 1 or 2 wears and feel like, okay, let somebody else enjoy it.
How about you, Briss?
It's random. Literally random.
All right. I think we can close out. I want to ask about the website and merch. So the website has been good for you, and I put in air quotes since you fixed it. Can you talk a little bit more about what you see people buying from the website? Is it a mix between GRs and heat, or is it just all heat, all GRs? Like, what are you seeing? And from where? Like, can you share like
It's
all
everywhere.
over the country?
All over the country, even some out of the country. Those are a little harder because for some reason the website taxes on shipping out of the
Yeah, it's
country.
crazy. And you still
But
gotta
one
pay
thing I always
taxes.
tell people is like, it's at the end of the day, it's the customer service. I think that's what helps because, for example, I hate to bring it up, but it's like StockX, you're going to email them for a shoe that you buy, and you're probably going to take 4 days, 5 days, if that, even more, and you're going to get a robotic answer. But our customer service people email us or DM us like, hey, I just bought this, blah, blah, blah. And we get back to them right away, and they know it's one of us replying and thanking them and blah, blah, blah. So it's like a little bit of everything. But I think it goes back to the customer service and the accessibility, and also knowing that I trip out on stuff but we ship out next day or day of. Some companies take weeks before they even ship out. And I've noticed that even with the merch.
I was
like,
gonna ask, how's the merch
people
doing?
do pre-orders. People do like, we take the money and then we print it and stuff like that. So it's just like, to us, it's already there. We launch it. And if we're dead, that stuff is getting packed up. And if the UPS guy that we know is here, he'll be like, hey, can I take your stuff? So that thing is out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So I think it's that. It's the fact that we get our shit done right away.
So because you're selling more because of the website, you've had to adjust as well, right? In terms of what you buy and how much you buy? Or yes, no, not really? And then merch, when you make merch, are you making bigger drops?
It's the same amount. I feel like it's the same amount. And it just really depends. Like, I kind of already have a feel of what people are going to buy or not going to buy. But there's some stuff that I want to make just because I want to make it. Like, for example, this next shirt that we have after the Wild Wild West tee is going to be really, really good, where I already know it's going to sell faster than any of our shirts have. But yeah, I think I think it's like knowing, because there's some stuff that I make that I know like, oh, we might not sell as much of this, but it's gonna, I just want to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean, as far as the website goes, I think personally, I think I still see pre-owned stuff selling the best, because I think even like just people seeing what we post, they see most of the pre-owned stuff we buy is very clean, or it's not like super cooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where even what Chris mentions about how we put the condition, like our rating now, on the pairs, and it'll show it on the website too. It gives people that comfort, like, okay, I know I'm not going to get something that's going to be like super cooked, or it's going to be worth the price that I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still, I think pre-owned has been our best for a while, to where, and it shows on our website too, to where middle America or wherever people are buying from, they don't have access to this type of stuff. So they get put onto us, and thankfully that's like a core of what we sell online.
Yeah. No, I appreciate the time, guys. I know I come in and ask questions, but there's stuff that I forget.
Yeah.
And so it was cool to be able to write them all down and ask you guys. So thank you for your time.
No, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Don't forget to ask questions. And
Hit
thank
us
you,
in the
Edwin.
comments. Peace.
Later on, peace. Perfect.
That's good.